Now let's talk about today. If you could only trade one specific future contract, which one would you actually trade to grow your account? All right. If you're someone that's starting off with a small account or right now currently going through the process of getting funded through some means of a prop firm, which market would you prefer to trade? The NASDAQ, just in general, the indices, or maybe a different asset class when it surrounds the future markets, maybe currencies or a means of commodities or the financial markets like the bonds. Which one is your choice or your poison of choice, I should say, when it comes to actually trading? Now, I primarily trade the indices, and I'd like to hear it from you guys. So just drop below down in the comment section. Which markets do you trade? I know a lot of us trade the NASDAQ. But do you also trade other markets? Do you kind of focus in on maybe one of the currency markets more so, or crude oil? Outside of the indices, I trade primarily the indices, the NASDAQ, the ES. So those are kind of my go-to markets. I don't have a lot of instruments or future contracts that I actually have on a watch list and pay close attention to. I just, no more than two or three. But my primary ones that I actually look at are going to be the NASDAQ and the ES. I took an S&P 500 or E-mini S&P 500 trade yesterday. And I posted that over on our Discord community. But, I want to talk about today, if you're someone that's, trading the future contracts, which market is your choice? A lot of us trade the NASDAQ, like I said. And the reason why I prefer the NASDAQ, and I still like to look over and trade the ES, but it's been doing, this year going into 2024, it's been kind of sluggish, I'll say, in reference to that particular market. I'm talking about the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract. So, you kind of had to put more into waiting and looking for better setups. It's a longer waiting period than looking at the NASDAQ. And that's why I like trading the NASDAQ futures, because you get a lot more movement. There's a lot more setups. I mean, you can at least find, at least one good high probability setup trading the NASDAQ futures. Now, here's another question. Do you trade the micros, or are you someone that's trading the E-minis? I mean, if you look at the charts are similar. I mean, the same pretty much, but I always recommend for people who have started now, to trade the micros, especially if you are limited to funding or capital. I know a lot of you take the prop firm route, and I will say this: if you're someone that's doing that, I would recommend taking your withdrawals while you can and funding your own personal account. Don't continue to sit there into your prop firm challenge once you've got, you passed the evaluations and you've gotten a funded account, and you just kind of building up an account that way. Start taking your withdrawals, because you don't know what tomorrow could bring. Rules could change, policies could change, and we will start to see, or could possibly start to see, these companies fold. But it just all surrounds on what regulations may unfold in the future. But I would highly recommend, while you have the opportunity, to take your withdrawals and start funding your own personal account, and maybe trade both ways. You continue leaving some in or trading the evaluation account with the prop firm, and also at the same time flipping back and forth from day to day, building that personal account as well. But for me, the market that I found success in this year has been the NASDAQ, the E-mini futures. Again, the micros is a good option too, because of the margin size, as far as how much you need to initially put into your account to start with. Is lower. Okay, so the initial margin is lower. The tick value is lower. I would say that. So that's not one of the positives when it comes to trading micros. But still, I've talked about in the past on videos how you can actually build an account just trading micros, or if you're starting off, especially if you're someone that's looking to make some extra income and you're working full time, you're just trying to slowly build up an account. Because like I said many years ago, the micros wasn't even a thing. It wasn't even offered as an option. So to have that opportunity today, take advantage of it while you can, and build your account up slowly. All right. So again, we're talking about, what particular future contracts do you trade? And this is a good means, is trading the NASDAQ to actually get to grow a funded small account. All right. And again, I say start with the micros, unless you have the capital to go ahead and jump into the E-minis. But if it's someone that's also does not understand or still in the educational process of learning how to trade the correct way, first and foremost, watch the videos on the channel. Okay, there's lots of great value and content and the strategy that I go into detail about. And if you're someone that's interested in becoming an elite member, because I get those DMs on the daily, all you have to do is scroll down to the bottom portion of the video down in the description, and you'll see a link there right below the Discord link. Now the Discord is free. It's the first link you'll see in the description. Click on that. You can come over and add yourself in for free. The Elite Channel Supporter Elite Membership Program is that second link right below the Discord link. It's only $6.99, but what you get, and that's monthly, what you get is the trade breakdowns. The trade breakdowns have a lot of added value because it has helped many traders that are part of our Discord community that have subscribed to this channel understand exactly how I trade and using the strategies. Just using chart confluence, multi-chart confluence, and looking for a series of steps to take place. And we're not talking like 10 steps. It's only a number of like 1, 2, 3, like 3 steps, no more. It's just using a higher time frame or higher base chart, mark your zones, move down to a lower base chart, mark the zone there, look for the rejection. I talk about it in detail. I'll show you example after example after example of real trades that I've taken, and I posted those trades over in the Discord community, but I go into detail about those to the elite members. So if you're interested, that link is down in the description portion of the video. It's $6.99 a month. You also get the video playlist, and there's some other videos there as well that you can watch. I know one that I did in depth on market structure. So if you're someone interested, become an elite member today. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today, was that, if you had the chance or you actually trading futures, what particular market are you trading? What contract are you trading to help you grow your small funded account? All right, whether it's prop firm or you had your personal funded account, what are you trading? Again, I know a lot of us trade the NQ, whether it's the micro or the E-minis, but to me, there is volume there, okay? And it has a lot of movement. It is very fluid. It is very liquid. I'm talking about the NASDAQ, and you can find multiple setups on a daily basis. But like I always say as well, whatever which direction, first and foremost, take a look at your higher base charts. Depending on if the market is bullish or bearish, okay, all right, and that's all dependent on a structural makeup of the market. Are we breaking through structure to the downside or continue with a trend to the upside, breaking structure? Figure that out. Look at your higher base chart. I use 120 range, which you see right here, to kind of keep me in the loop, at the same time to kind of keep me in the same path of figuring out which way I need to trade, okay? And then I just move down to a lower base chart and I execute my trades off a lower base chart, follow in the same direction. So if we're bullish to the upside, I'm looking for demand setups to go bullish, on pullbacks to go longs. And if we're bearish to the downside on the higher base chart, I'm looking for bearish setups on my lower base chart. That's all it is, okay? The strategy work. Nothing's 100%. Trust that. You're going to find times where you're going to need to get out of a trade early enough to preserve capital before it hits your stop loss. Or if you have a losing trade, just be done for the day. I particularly like to, part of my trading plan is this right here. And people ask me, if I take one loss today, what do you recommend? For me, part of my trading plan is, and trading plans are something that's our individual for each individual person, is one trade lose, be done for the day, okay? But try to minimize that risk and get out of the trade early enough if you see it not working out. And I have videos where I go into detail about talking about that particular topic, how to get out of a trade early enough so it doesn't hit your full-on stop loss, okay? But again, this video is about, if you could only trade one particular future contract or market, which one would you trade? I recommend the NASDAQ, and I'm going to leave it right there, okay? Especially if you're looking to fund or working towards funding a small account over time. E-mini, NASDAQ, or the micro NASDAQ, which is the micro E-mini, okay? But outside of that, that's all I want to share with you guys today. A lot of people ask me that question, what's my preference? As of right now, and going into 2024, just looking at the market conditions, definitely you have more opportunity there on the trading the NASDAQ futures, all right? But if you're not a current subscriber, please take the time to go ahead, click on the sub button down below, join the team. Also, make sure to turn on all your post notifications so you don't miss one of the uploads here on the channel. And last but not least, if you found value in today's video, please drop a like on the channel. If you trade the NASDAQ as well, or any other particular market, I like to see which markets that you actually trade, or which ones are you using to kind I guess the biggest question is which one, and leave it down in the comment section, which market pertaining to the future contracts are you actually trading to build up your small account, okay? Or you are working towards becoming funded off of, all right? I'll see everyone in the next video. Take care. Again, be very mindful. This is NFP week on Friday, and we have Thursday, which is the 4th of July, is a holiday for all those that celebrate it here in the U.S. I need to take a look at the calendar. I don't know if it's an early close or if it is a closure for on that particular day. Either way, I'm not trading because it's a bank holiday, okay? But anyways, outside of that, I wish everyone much success if you're trading the rest of this week. Take care and have a great holiday weekend for all those that celebrate the holiday. Take care.